EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And leading the charge, we get a look at their 6-year quarterback.
I still remember when he was drafted, there was a little bit of controversy about how high he was selected by the New York Giants. But his talents were revealed. He can make every throw in the book. Surprisingly good athlete. As long as he takes care of the football, doesn't turn it over, he can really make plays.
Shoves him aside. He can't get him down. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
Chip. Up, go.
On the option left, it's Jones. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
Holding offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
They get the former number 6 overall pick, Quentin Nelson, out of Notre Dame that time. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Up the middle, here's Taylor. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Now 3rd down and very long.
Okay, here we go.
It's now 3rd down and long.
Throwing, Jones. That's caught. It's Josh Downs. And all the way down to the 29. A big play there for Indy. 46 yards from Falcon territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Now Jones. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And out of bounds right around the 20.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Over the middle, complete. That's Taylor. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. This is an easy one, 23-yarder.
Check, check.
And his kick here is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the rookie from the University of Washington.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100-plus the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll throw with Penix. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead is knocked harmlessly to the turf.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the shotgun, it's Penix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Look at the big man rumble. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Oh, man, disappointment that he couldn't finish that off in the end zone. What an effort there, doing all he can to get to the pylon, and he's going to wind up out of bounds just short. But a huge play there, going to set him up with 1st and goal from very short range.
Robinson is into the end zone. It's a Falcons touchdown.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
A try here for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was Bijan Robinson who took it home with a touchdown run. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. 2nd drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback, and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a 1st down.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
56.
On the option right, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the 1st. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go?
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Alec Pierce, 45 yards. And the Colts have retaken the lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Now for the point after. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was capped off by a touchdown catch from Alec Pierce. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now a 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. On 4th down, Bradley Pinion on to punt for the Falcons. And this will be taken at the 13. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Here we go.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Back to throw. Jones. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the return will stop right around the 25.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And down by a field goal, they'll take over with excellent field position following the interception. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Down to about the 23.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Got London on a slant. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will knot us up at 10. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Okay, here we go.
Looking to throw. Jones. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's one. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Half jumbo.
Off the option, here's Taylor. To the 43, second down.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Dancing to his left. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
Well, he was looking at a dime formation, 6 defensive backs on the field, so he's looking for anyone to throw the football to, but he didn't have anyone open, so he took off and ran for it, but he came up just short, and that brings up 4th down.
Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route.
He's got a man, complete. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. Another catch for him there, and the numbers starting to stack up a bit. He's closing in already on a 100-yard gain. We're still in the first half. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Robinson on a give right side. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. Looking to throw, Penix. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. All tied up at 10, 2 minutes left in the first half. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense. And looking to throw, Penix. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. Here's Penix. And caught by London. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Drake London from 17 yards out. And the Falcons have broken our tie.
Partner, remember that old film of Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in Indianapolis? I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well, they don't even have to call the play. They can just look each other and know the route that's going to be run, and usually the connection is perfect.
Koo now for the point after. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was finished off by a touchdown catch from Drake London. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 up to the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Jet.
Throwing to start the drive. Jones. Now, well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Josh Downs, 67 yards. And the Colts are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
To the air, Penix.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Robinson. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
Now Penix.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
That's going to be caught by Pitts.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 40.
Throwing again, Penix.
Caught out left side by Robinson. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Ray McCloud as the first half is winding down.
And the Falcons have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
2nd and 10.
Half 18, half 18.
Operating from the gun, Jones.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
But Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick 6.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
Coup for the extra point.
And the lead is up to 14. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Set for kickoff.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone, so this will be blown dead. And they'll move it up to the 40. And they'll accept that penalty.
Okay, here we go.
Here's Jones. A final shot before break. Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete. So we have come to halftime and what's already a two-touchdown.
Apologies to Coach. Cut him short. We'll talk to him post-game. We got business to get down to. Third quarter action ready to go.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin getting set for quarter number 3 here.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42.
Second half begins with a run by Robinson.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second down and 7. On the counter, this is Robinson.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
Robinson will try to pick it up.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
They'll go for it. Here's Penix.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Jones throwing to start the drive.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
52 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones, nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Tackle made by Zaire Franklin.
And they'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Robinson up the middle.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A nice pickup there, 18 yards. First down, Falcons.
On the give, here's Robinson.
DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On third down, Penix from the gun. He's got his target. That's complete.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 39. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Back to the ground with Robinson.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short. They'll run again here with Robinson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Off play action. Here's Penix.
Flushed out right. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Michael Penix
taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Falcons are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking, nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates, I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Pushing his way through.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more.
Back now in Indianapolis. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here. In quarter number 4.
2nd and 10.
56. Up we go.
Back to throw. Jones.
And he's got Pierce through the middle of the field.
And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 72 yards.
Oh, big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down inside the 5-yard line. So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Taylor is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Called a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
And this one dropped in the end zone. Oh, looked like a touchdown, but not to be, and now it's 4th down.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Falcons able to muster together a goal line stand. They begin the drive with Robinson.
And he fights forward for a modest 2 yards. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost getting into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix.
And that is incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
The Colts offense and Daniel Jones set to take over again. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today.
Throwing to start the drive. Jones.
That one finds Pierce right side. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Got his man. It's Warren.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Okay, here we go.
Throwing, Jones.
They'll check this one down to Taylor.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here's 3rd and 6.
Half jumbo.
Now Jones.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 34-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Half 88. Up and go.
They'll look to throw again.
He's got his man. It's Pierce.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
And it's caught. Touchdown.
Josh Downs
With his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Colts have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Another run on second down, trying to cover up.
Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3. They'll throw with Penix. And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
It's complete. Swings it out to his running back.
And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That 1st down going to be enough to write a finish to this one. They'll run this one right with Robinson.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.